Hey everybody, John at Lucky Loon Outdoors. I'm going to talk a little bit about 511 versus the Keens here, and I will get into a little bit of my experience with them and how they've held up especially. Let's get into it. Okay, so we got two different pairs of boots here, and I've had these for 4 years. These are the 511 A.T.A.C. This is the previous series. They have a 2.0 out now. And these are the Keen Voyageurs. This is my second pair of Voyageurs, and I've since replaced these with the Targis, as well as my wife. So let's talk about this one. So these I have 8 months of use out of. Again, we're in Minnesota, so we spend a lot of time in the water, on the trails. We have the snow, we have heat, so it gets a full beating out here. Both of us are prior military as well, so we spend a lot of time on our feet. Plus, we have a hobby farm, so these get an absolute beating around the farm, hiking, trails, everything. So let's look at this. So comfort, they're good. The soles leave a little bit to be desired as far as supporting your foot, especially for me. I'm 5'10", 220 pounds. So, that comfort in the foot is an important thing. They're lacking a little bit on the arch for me, but they're absolutely superior on just, they feel good. And good width for the toes. They're comfortable there. The material holds up pretty good as far as all of this. However, the parts that I've had that have not done so well, so this is why it's my second pair. Obviously, my last pair of this broke on both shoes. Down here, you can see that's coming apart there already along the seams. And again, this is like an everyday shoe for me, so they're constantly taken off. Taken off, put on, rain, sleet, snow. It's separating up here as well a little bit. You can see it there especially. And that's for both pairs of shoes here. You can see on the back as well, wear-wise, this is 8 months of use. You can see you can kind of see how I step, but again, it's a softer rubber. It wears out a little bit faster. You can see it there especially, and then there. It's like that on both sets. Both shoes, and that's 8 months of use. Okay. Now look at the 511s. I've had these for 4 years. I got these when we were stationed at Fort Riley, Kansas, and these are my everyday shoe. Then I've since been wearing Keens more because I can slip them on and off easier than these because all the lacing. But again, this is 4 years of use on the first series A.T.A.C. You can see the leather's kind of, drying out, chipping up a bit. Now, keep in mind, this was my daily shoe. Look how good a shape this is after 4 years of use. Salt, snow, sleet, daily trail use, hiking, camping, paddling, fishing, hobby farms, cutting down trees, all the things here. There's really not a whole lot of wear. The only part that's starting to fail is right back here. It's starting to separate a little bit. Right there. You can kind of see it. That, and then right here. That's the same spot on both boots. But other than that, seriously, 4 years of use. That's insane. That's the only pair of pair of shoes I've had that have ever lasted more than a year. And I'm on year 4. So kudos there, guys. 511's doing an excellent job with that. I don't know, again, what the new series of A.T.A.C. Shoes, how they compare to these, because I don't have them. I don't have to replace these yet. But I would imagine the new series is similar as far as the fit goes. Really tough toe. Again, it's not a steel toe, but it's like a reinforced toe, so it's a little bit lighter. And again, it beat the crap out of it. Look at what I've done to these things. Tight fit, of course. The 511s compared to your Keens, it's going to be a lot tighter around the midfoot here, and the edges of your toes. I have wide feet in the front, so right here was my pinch point there and there on both, and I really had to put a good 10 to 15 miles before these actually started to break in for me, and it was uncomfortable, like very uncomfortable. But once they're broken in, talk about the best fitting pair of shoes freaking ever. So yeah, if you're on the market, you're looking for a good hiking shoe, your Keens are going to wear out faster. They're going to fall apart quicker. But if you're not a heavy person, they'll probably last you a little bit longer. But they're comfortable. They're pretty well made. I wouldn't keep buying them if they weren't. The 511s, I mean, that's 4 years. So different uses as well. So just find what works for you, but just be cognizant. You're going to be paying a lot of money for good things, and if you're going to go cheap, you're going to feel it. So good luck.